Trains. These iron giants that cut through the night, carrying us through the darkness to our destination. They promise comfort and safety, the soothing rhythm of wheels on the tracks. But what if this safety turns into horror, and the familiar rhythm becomes a funeral march? What hides in the darkness outside the window when the light in the train dims, and you are left alone with the bone-chilling cold? Today, we'll dive into 3 scary stories about trains, stories that will give you goosebumps. We'll hear the whispers of ghosts wandering through empty cars, feel the fear of those who vanished, and see the horror in the eyes of those who dared to look into the face of darkness. Get ready, because these stories are not for the faint of heart. If you're ready to dive into the world of nightmares hiding behind the bright lights of train stations, then stay with us. Our first story takes us to a train speeding through the night. The train cars are almost empty, only here and there dim lamps flicker, casting strange shadows. In the corner sits a lone passenger, wrapped in a scarf, his gaze wandering outside the window, past the dark trees rushing by.
Suddenly he sees a figure across from him. A man in an old-fashioned suit, pale, with empty eyes. The passenger wants to look away, but he can't. He hears a quiet whisper, strange words as if from another world.
The train brakes suddenly, the lights flicker and go out. When the passenger looks again, the figure is gone. He is alone in the dark train car, only a cold wind blows through the aisle, whispering something unintelligible.
From then on, that passenger is afraid to ride trains. He knows he saw something terrible, something that will haunt his nightmares.
Imagine a long train traveling through the endless steppe. Passengers, tired from the journey, are dozing. Among them is a young woman reading a book. She looks up to glance out the window and sees the boundless steppe bathed in sunlight.
The woman goes to the restroom. She walks down the narrow corridor, past the closed compartment doors. She enters the restroom, closes the door behind her, and disappears.
When the train arrives at the next station, she's nowhere to be found. Everyone searches for her in the cars, but in vain. The woman vanished, as if she fell through the earth.
What happened to the woman? Where did she go? Nobody knows. Only an empty seat in the train car and the fear that settled in the hearts of the passengers.
Our last story is about a creepy place, an abandoned station. It used to be crowded and cheerful here. Now there's silence. Only the wind whistles and birds cry.
A group of friends, adventure lovers, decide to explore this place. They walk along the overgrown tracks past rusty train cars. The air is heavy, as if the earth itself is soaked in fear.
Inside the station, it's even scarier. The paint is peeling, there's broken glass on the floor. The friends hear strange sounds, whispers, footsteps, rustling. They get scared. They realize they're trapped.
Suddenly, one of them sees a figure in the shadows. A pale face, empty eyes. The friends run away without looking back. They flee from the horror that has settled in this station, leaving behind a mystery that no one will solve.
The stories we've heard are just a drop in the ocean of horror hiding in our world. They remind us that even in the safest places there can be danger. Next time you board a train, remember these stories. Listen to the sounds, look closely at the shadows. Maybe you too will feel someone's cold gaze or hear a quiet whisper from the darkness. And remember, sometimes the scariest monsters are not the ones hiding under the bed, but the ones inside us.